Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel Born Power. This is my first video and I decided for the first video I was going to show you guys how I make my lunch. I started making my lunch and I thought, you know what? Why don't I just show people how to do this? So I'm going to be making rice cake sandwiches. These are something that you can do if you want something quick, easy, and you can put, well, there's a lot of options. Despite the fact that rice cakes can be pretty plain, you can make them really exciting with what you put on them. So what I'm going to start off with are some rice cakes. They can be Quaker brand or whatever you prefer. You can usually get them at a supermarket anywhere. So then we also have an avocado and tuna, which I've already prepared. This is from yesterday, but I'm going to show you what I used to do that. I used some regular, just stone ground mustard. It doesn't have to be this brand, but whatever kind of mustard you like. American. I happen to like the kind with the actual mustard seeds in it. And then I like to go with this Earth Balance Mindful Mayo. It's better for you than the Hellmann's. It just doesn't have as much of the additives in it. It's a little more natural. I think you can get this at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. But yeah, it's definitely better than the regular Hellmann's Earth Balance. And so then we've got the tuna. Nothing exciting here. Just get your regular can of tuna. And then you want to have a bowl, and then you can just put in some mayo in it, and I usually put about, I don't know, take one of these spoons, maybe 2.5 to 3 spoonfuls of this, and then a spoonful of mustard. So that's what's in the tuna. Also, there's a stick of celery diced in there too. So now we're gonna start with the rice cakes. And also, you're going to need some cheese. This is exciting. It's like ooh, yes, a little bit of cheese, berry on there. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to have 2 rice cakes. You can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, whatever you prefer. Just be aware that the more you eat, the more calories it is, of course. So I have 2 usually, because that's about 14 grams of carbs, and then plus you've got the celery and the avocado. So it's a pretty good, healthy, well-balanced meal, and it will last you a good 2-3 hours before you have to eat again. All right. Now I'm just gonna move you down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Put this away. Okay, so we have our rice cakes, which we are going to put aside for now. And I'm going to get a knife and cut the avocado. So for those of you who don't know how to cut an avocado, you just start in the middle. You make your way around it. See, I've made a little slit in here, and you just follow that all the way around. And then there you go. Voila. You want to take out the seed. Some of them are easier to get out than others. I was lucky this time. Okay, and then what I like to do, there's many ways you can cut an avocado, but I like to usually just do the long slices across like this. Okay, and then the other one. All right, got our avocado cut. Put that aside for now, and then get out the cheese. It's better to go with these blocks of cheese, or you can get the little rectangular ones, but I would never ever go with the processed ones that come in, like the plastic. They're just like one slice kind of thing. They're really processed, not good for you. I don't even think they're that natural. This is more natural, comes from the actual cow, I'm pretty sure, so it's not nearly as processed as the other cheese. So you're just gonna, and you don't want to cut thick slices. Well, you also don't cut that thin either. You don't want to cut thick slices because this is very fatty, And if you're trying to lose weight or keep pounds off, you don't want to be eating too much cheese. So just thin slices. I am not good at cutting cheese. No pun intended. So just, if you're better at this, you don't have to follow my example. Alright, so the cheese will go on the rice cake first, because it is flat, and it kind of helps make a smooth surface for whatever ingredients are going on afterwards. You're welcome to put mayonnaise and mustard on this if you want. I don't, because I've already put it in the tuna, and I just don't want to overload with that. And also be careful with how much mayonnaise and mustard you put on, because of course it's not, depending on the brand, it's not necessarily made that healthily. But as far as healthy foods go, I don't think mustard and mayo should be your biggest concern. Alright, make sure you put it back in an airtight bag. If you do not know that, you do now. So that the cheese stays good. Alright, and then next I add the tuna. Ta-da! And where is a spoon? Okay, so you can put as much tuna as you want. I advise that you just make sure it doesn't fall off, because these can get messy. And just try to fill up all the spaces on the rice cake. Tuna is one of those things you can just kind of eat as much of it as you want because it's a meat and it's good for you. There we go. All right. Now we add the avocado. I usually dig it out like this. You go on the edges and you just get out. You want to really get to the bottom of it and just scratch around the skin in the bottom, in between the meat and the skin, so that you can get nice big pieces like this and not leave anything left over in the avocado. And you just take these slices and put it on Put it on the rice cake. See, I got most of the meat out. You want it to look like that when you're done. And then you can get the rest of it out with the spoon and just put that on there. And then we take the other one. See, for those of you who've never done this before, you just stick your spoon in there and then dig in, really get around. There may be some people who say, oh, I don't need to know how to do that, I already know. Alright, that's good. I'm glad. So those of you who don't know, you have now had a tutorial on how to prepare an avocado. If you think a slice is too thick, like that one's a little too thick, just cut it again. There we go. Make sure you wash your hands before you do this because it's very hands-on. You're going to be touching all of the food with your hands. It is a finger food. All right. And there you have it. And if you want, you can add salt, pepper to it. I don't really like to do that just because I keep track of my sodium. Pretty sure there's plenty of sodium in there with the canned tuna. So I don't usually do that, but you're welcome to if you want to add more taste. And so, there you go. Ta-da! Avocado, tuna, and cheese rice cake. That'll be my lunch. Bon appetit!